Alright, another Yoon's talk. So let me share with you in this video my 5 different sleep strategies. Okay, we all need a strategy in our life, in every aspect of our life, like I said in my previous video, and especially with sleep. Sleep, it's very important. It's a very essential part of our lives, and you need to know exactly how you operate with different amounts of sleep. Okay, and you need to know for yourself, the amount of sleep I need to operate on a normal level is going to be different from you. Okay, so the way you find out what strategy works for you, what different sleep patterns work for you, is to try it out. Next week, only sleep 5 hours each day and record your process in your journal and see how that works for you. How do you perform at school? How do you perform with athletics? How do you perform throughout the day? Then week after that, try 8 hours. Now see the difference, right? So let me share with you my 5 different sleeping strategies. All right, number 1, 5 hours of sleep. There are days when this week I experimented with just sleeping 5 hours. So the positive side is I can produce more videos, I can read a lot more, I can listen to a lot more seminars, listen to a lot more talks. But the trade-off is, what I noticed about myself is on midday I need a nap. And also I process the information much slowly. So if somebody is telling me something, they will need to tell me 4 times for me to understand. That is what I noticed about myself. And I believe that is because to the lack of sleep. So I definitely know for me to operate on a normal level, I definitely need 8 hours of sleep, which leads me to point number 2, 8 hours of sleep. The positive side is I can operate on a normal basis. I don't need a midday nap. And also, I can, if somebody's telling me something, I can listen to it and I can process it first time, right? And the trade-off is, I lose 3 hours of productivity where I could be making more videos, I could be reading a book, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, whatever. So that is the second thing, 5 hours, then 8 hours. Now, the third thing is my 20-minute nap. What works for me is 20 minutes. So it's not 15 minutes, it's not 30 minutes, it's not 40 minutes, it's not 45, it's not 50 minutes, but 20 minutes. So what I noticed is that 20 minutes is enough for me to fall asleep, but not fall into a deep sleep where I ignore my alarm, where I just press the snooze button. So after 20 minutes of power nap, I wake up refreshed and I can operate clearly for 3 hours. So like I said, when I have my 5-hour sleep days and when I'm reading a book, I fall asleep because I'm getting lack of sleep. So in midday, right about 5 p.m., right about 6 p.m., I like to squeeze in a 20-minute nap. So after I sleep, I wake up, then I'm completely refreshed. That works for me. And then, I read a book on a clear thought because I'm wide awake at that point. Even though 20 minutes ago I was dead tired, 20 minutes after my sleep, I'm wide awake. That works for me. Okay, and number 4 is a 1.5 hours sleep. Now this works for me when, let's say I'm dead tired. Let's say I had 5 hours of sleep and I'm dead tired. So I put 1.5 hours of sleep, and after that, I just knock out a lot of making videos. That's what works for me. That's what I did today, actually. I made a lot of videos. You only see like 1 or 2 each day, but I actually make more, okay? So work-wise, 1.5 hours in terms of performance, 1.5 hour nap in terms of performance accelerates afterwards, because right after I wake up, then I'm back into work mode and I just process and knock out much more videos. Or if I want to read a book, I just power read through a lot of books because I got a lot more sleep. Now I use that even if I got 8 hours of sleep. Okay, I use that differently. Most days I only use 20-minute power naps. Okay, so number 4? No, the last one, number 5, is 10 hours of sleep. So for me to operate at my maximum capacity, what I noticed is 10 hours of sleep. That works for me the best, by far the best. However, the trade-off is I lose a lot of productivity for the day. So 10 hours of sleep I only like to use on weekends or when I have a day off. And what I noticed with 10 hours of sleep, I can focus the most throughout the day. When I get 10 hours of sleep, I like to learn a lot the day before or at the day. Whenever I know I'm going to get 10 hours of sleep, I like to read a lot of things, get a lot in my head, then sleep for 10 hours because everything that I learn is still inside it, and I just retain it much better. Okay? So in terms of educational wise, 10 hours of sleep works for me. In terms of educational wise, maybe, sleeping 5 hours isn't the best thing, but it's still something. Okay? But what works for me the best is 10 hours of sleep. So you have to find out what type of sleep strategy works for you. It is very, very essential, okay? So if you know what sleep strategy works for you, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great Navy day.